Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. My name is Mounty Carl, and today on the pause screen, we have a very controversial topic on a Let's Talk that we're going to talk about right now. Today, we are going to talk about and discuss in length, as the title of this video mentions, the Year 1 Season Pass, and whether or not the community feels like it is a pay-to-win pass, or if it's a fair deal. So let's pause. Okay, agents, I am not one to shy away from a lighthearted debate or controversial topic on these things surrounding the division about what the developer said or something they did or did not mean. As Bobby Brown once put it, that's their prerogative. And what's Bobby B known for? That's right, he's known for putting on the hits. Also domestic violence. And that is neither here nor there. Now, in the E3 interview, the terminology used isn't described as all Year 1 content will be free. That would mean that there would be no loot boxes or any other content that would be sold a la carte. In detail, the real content is the DLC, and that content is 100% free.
3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free.
Players will pay nothing. They need only wait for that content to drop. That's easier said than done, as some players will always need to have access to the latest content. Developers are also counting on FOMO. And if you don't know what FOMO is the fear of missing out. And being a week behind is something that most players simply cannot be, especially because of the competition of getting there. Even though everybody's going to get to level 30 eventually, there's still a competition of people trying to be the best in a game where being the best actually doesn't even matter. That's this game. Being a really good PvE player doesn't really matter. And being good at PvP, everybody at level 30 is already pretty good. You're going to go in there at level 30, everybody's going to be there. So it doesn't really matter. Anyways, let's move on. Just a few weeks ago, players were wondering what they would need the season pass for if the content in Year 1 was free. What were they going to get? Well, this week, Ubisoft was able to finally share those items with you, and however, this information left some of the Division community scratching their head. The Year 1 pass includes 7-day free early access to the DLC. It's not really free. It's free to the free DLC. 3 days early access to the entire game, meaning that those of us with the season pass can preload on March 11th and play on March 12th, and early access to other content like specializations, as well as removing the need to grind out unlocking the specializations. Now, unlocking a specialization hasn't been detailed yet, so we don't know how hard it's going to be, but if it's anything like Rainbow Six Siege, it may take a while. And while Ubisoft is against giving season pass holders a paid advantage, this would give players who paid for that season pass a huge advantage, since they'll be able to go into multiplayer with these new specializations equipped long before non-playing players will ever get access to it and will ever be able to grind out stuff that fast. And if it, we don't know. Could it be materials? Could it be missions? What is it that we're going to need to unlock? But season pass holders get access immediately to them. There's no grinding. Some community members are chiming in saying this is pay to win, and that season pass members are getting a huge advantage despite Ubisoft's own FAQ saying otherwise, since technically you can still get it if you want to put in the work for it, even though the season pass removes any gate that you need to go through to get access to it. On top of the early access and removing the grind for unlocking these new specializations is the fact that season pass holders will also get content related to the story. That's one thing I'm against. Everybody who pays for the game should get access to all of the story, no matter what part of the story it is. Before, middle, after, it doesn't matter. Everybody should get the entire story. One of the story pieces that won't be available to non-season pass holders are 8 classified missions that are being said to some as Year 1 content, and thus breaking the episodes are free idiom that people are saying was promised by Ubisoft. But reviewing the E3 press conference at 2018, the promise that was made was that episodic content would be free. Just the DLCs, nothing more. Looking around through tweets and other multimedia, I could not find anybody saying that all Year 1 content was free. But that doesn't mean that somebody at some point didn't say that all Year 1 content would be for free. It could be that all year one DLC content would be for free, all year one episodic content would be for free. So at some point, somebody may have said it or alluded to it, but during the E3 press conference, Julian Garrity was very precise. It's saying that you would get access to all the DLC in year one and that these episodes would be completely free. That's a quote from him. These episodes would be completely free. He said nothing about all year one content, because all year one content would indicate that they wouldn't be selling anything during the first year. So you're not going to get all year one content. There's no way that anybody at Ubisoft was going to allude and say that all year one content's free. The season pass is something that has become a standard in the past few years and has ranged from garbage to worth its weight in gold for some games, like, The Witcher. That season pass was definitely worth it. The real driver here is that you can't sell something and not give players a monetary value. In the Division 1, the season pass was pretty much the same, and we got the DLC, Underground, Survival, Last Stand, where it wasn't given to the general community. And this hurt some players' ability to really trust Ubisoft, since the DLC was really sold as this big thing, but is considered more of an add-on game types and modes than actual DLC. Many in the community said that it should have been included in the game either way. These are afterthoughts. However, with this new DLC being free, they needed to provide a value to season pass holders or not provide a season pass, meaning no money, and they would have to rely on loot boxes that were optional to buy anyway, since that loot box content will eventually become free to some players. In retrospect, the season pass for the Division is a drop in the monetization bucket compared to recently released numbers for Dead or Alive 6's season pass, dropping at the bargain price of $93 for just 2 additional characters and 62 costumes for each of those players. And that's insane. So in addition, Tecmo said that that's all the pass covers. It's not even season pass. That's just DLC. Items released after the pass would not be given to the players. So there's that. I mean, in hindsight, there are companies out there that are taking full advantage of the term season pass and fleecing their entire player base. I just can't fathom anyone but the game's elite players putting down that kind of money for a season pass that isn't even a season pass. It's character costume packs, and the season pass indicates that there is a season, which is generally considered a year, and there was some benefit to getting that pass for the year. This is a one-time purchase that there's no benefit over time. The Division 2 season pass gives you access to the benefits for a full calendar year, give or take a few days. The community will always be split between those who have money to shell out for a season pass and those who don't want to spend the extra 30 to 40 bucks. We actually don't know the exact price of the standalone season pass since it won't be available until after launch. So, should you buy it? That's the real question here. Well, there are a few things to consider. Are you a person that needs the latest content the moment it hits the ground? I've often stated that these early access passes are what I call YouTuber Twitch streamer tax. If you aren't given the content for free, then you're paying to put out content so you don't fall behind other channels. So yeah, if that's your motivation, you're going to need the pass. Are your friends going to leave you in the dust and play without you and move ahead while you may need it to buy in order to keep up with the pack? If not, purchase it and everyone waits for you. You could talk to your friends and say, hey, don't purchase this, let's all play together, but that's not going to happen. They don't care about you that much. Lastly, do you need to grind them levels? Do you need them levels to be grinding? After all, you will get access to it eventually 7 days later. But by then, everything will be ready to go. You'll have access to basically easy mode because everything will be on YouTube 7 days, into it. Since most of the stuff is going to be called out, you just need to access the video and you'll be able to find it. So it's going to be super easy if you wait 7 days. If you buy the season pass and get access to it, you have to figure some of it out yourself. It might end up taking a little time. Oh, one more thing though. If you are a lore purist and you don't want to grind specializations, you want special events, I'm pretty much telling you that unless you're just playing for fun and you're not really invested in the entire game, the season pass is going to be a must-buy. You're going to feel like you're going to need it. Ubisoft, however, in the past, has made this Division season pass a must-have and then lied 100% about the content that you get. Special events in Division 1 didn't happen. I don't care what you call those content drops. That was bull. And there was no special event ever given to season pass holders in the first Division. Ever. Please take my word for that. Never was there a season special event given to season pass holders. Ever. Never was there. They lied 100% about that. It never happened in Season 1, 2, or 3. During the entire course of the Division 1, Season Pass holders never got a single special event just for them. So that's that. And downloadable cosmetics. Once upon a time, they said, hey, Season Pass holders are going to get these downloadable cosmetics to their thing. That was a lie. They said that, they put out a marketing ad for that, and then they said, oh, just kidding, another promise they took back. So let's not move forward 100% just trusting Ubisoft on this yet. There are things that they've said in the past where they've just been like, we changed our mind, we're not going to do that. So if you can wait the 7 days, you don't care about getting the extra story intel by yourself because you could go look it up on YouTube, you don't mind grinding and earning rewards and specializations, and you aren't trying to play catch up with friends, then the Season Pass is probably something you can live without. So if you guys enjoyed this video, this Let's Talk, if you will, podcast, blog, I don't know what we call it, vlog. It's not really a video blog because I'm not really blogging about anything. More, I guess it's just a podcast. So hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you can get all the content drop when we drop our fattest videos to you. Hit that like button and tell your friends all about us because we tell them about you. And for all of us here at the pause screen, I'm Mounty Curl. Unpause.